Hey everyone, welcome to this weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast for the week of December 16th to the 22nd of 2024. All right, so this week we have a couple important things to talk about. First of all, we are having Mercury direct now. So Mercury just went direct last Sunday. It is a week of building some momentum with that and just starting to implement anything that either was on the back burner the last 3 weeks or was going through a bit of a reworking or rethinking process. So with that forward movement, we did just have a full moon last Sunday. And so this is still the heightened energy of the lunar month. It is a great part of the month for action and implementation, especially if just recently and even here into Monday, you are getting some awareness, you're getting some insights, you're getting a different perspective on the energies of life and again, how to implement them. Usually the full moon, the halfway point is the status check. And now for the remainder of the month, we can implement those new perspectives. The sun will be passing over the galactic center here early in the week, Monday, Tuesday, perhaps a deep week as it's already been quite deep. But here, the sun in the middle of the galactic center can be very transformative when it comes to our self-expression. So allowing that deeper awareness to life, the acceptance of the deeper aspects of life, that helps us with that transformative process, which as we come out of maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, probably more so Wednesday and onwards, we'll start to feel that post-transformation. The sun will enter Sagittarius on Thursday, giving us that sense of free-spiritedness, that butterfly out of the cocoon, if you will. All right, so those are the most important things. We have the sun squaring Neptune this week. This was part of the full moon as well. A good week for implementing some healthy receptivity, healthy going with the flow, healthy acceptance constructively. And we do have Venus trining Jupiter, so there can be some maybe things to be open-minded about, a little bit hopeful about when it comes to both enjoyments and relationships. All right, so let's go and take a look at all of this here in more detail when we return. Alrighty, so here is the sky for this week. We're going to look at this for each day of the week, starting first with Monday, December 16th. Hope you like the new setup, by the way. So this will be the new setup here. Hopefully it's nice. Let me know what you think down in the comments section. And of course, after all these weekly videos, we do have the live stream. So if you would like to join the community, just a few hours after this upload, every Sunday, we do meet as a community and ask questions, share ideas, and of course, give different perspectives on what's going on astrologically. So looking at this week, though, we do have, again, this sort of coming off of that full moon. And by the way, if you do notice some of the signs are different here, and you're new to this channel, if you're new to this channel, definitely check out the link down below for more information. We are using the visible sky called True Sidereal Astrology, and it's very different. The signs are very different. For example, a fucus, and a lot of the placements are different as well. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this week. Let's do a little bit of a recap here. So we've got that sun in a fucus. A fucus is the healer constellation. This is all about focusing on life this time of the year, on the deeper world. We could say the shadow world. We could say the hidden world within ourselves and of life, all to be more accepted. We could see this as the redeemer as well, a time to redeem the deeper aspects of life and of ourselves in order for that transformative process. And as I said, once we do get to about the middle to later part of the week, the sun will shift out of that really deep energy coming out of the Milky Way, the center of the galaxy, and then going into more free-spirited Sagittarius. The sun will get closer to Sagittarius around that Thursday time period. But with that, Mercury is now direct in Scorpio, and so that's also deeper energy. Scorpio is about the actual unearthing of the deeper world, so our minds are certainly there. Whatever we've learned the past few weeks or have been reconsidering, reconnecting with in that deeper world, deeper values, what really matters to us at the end of the day, and just anything else that deals with perhaps healing or the like, this all starts to move forward. And so give it a little bit of that momentum, of course. Mercury's just building his speed here this early part of the week, but there is definitely that shift moving forward as well. Speaking of retrogrades, though, let's head over to Mars. So Mars is retrograde in Cancer. So this is going to be going on for the next few months, and it is a really good time to still be sort of reflective and what's the word I'm looking for? Just kind of adaptive, especially with things that are about us asserting ourselves, especially if it's about things that we want, who we are, what we desire in life. This is still in the reflective, redoing, reconnecting process. So really good to be flexible with those things associated with the self, the fiery self, the desires, the needs, the identity, things of that nature. Now, Venus is well set in Capricorn. So when it comes to our enjoyments of life, it's great to be enjoying a little bit more of the disciplined energies, maybe some responsibilities as well, and connecting in our relationships in a way that's a little more responsible and disciplined. All right, so definitely this more yin energy, most certainly. We've got the water of that deeper Ophiuchus in Scorpio. We've got that yin of Earth with Venus in responsible Capricorn, and that Cancer, that Mars is in Cancer, which is also a yin, in this case, water energy. And so this is all about connecting to more internal desires, internal needs, and what's really important to us on an intrinsic level in life. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this for each day of the week. So starting here with Monday, we've got, again, that Mercury still a little bit stationed, a little bit paused with the day-to-day stuff. So good to still kind of be a little bit flexible with that day-to-day stuff, but certainly starting to move forward here. Coming right into the week. The moon will be in Gemini on Monday, and so this does add to that mercurial kind of energy. Good day for learning, good day for thinking, good day for communication. Anything that does involve that more left side of the brain is absolutely fantastic here on Monday. Now, as we do get into Tuesday, the moon will go into Cancer, let's say Tuesday and Wednesday, to join up with Mars. So Tuesday could be a really good day for a bit of that really protectiveness. So Cancer is fundamentally about creating that protective environment for ourselves and others. And so a bit of caring, nurturing, connecting more to, again, the more nurturing, protective, caretaking sort of energies of ourself is really, really good. And here with Mars, again, reactivating this reflective process on what really is important to us on that internal level. Now, this is, again, the same part of the week that the sun will be over the galactic center. And so there is really the deepest part of where the sun is in the year, let's say. So particularly Tuesday, let's say, that diving deep energy, and then slowly coming out of that as we start to get into the rest of the week. Now, Wednesday does have the sun squaring up to Neptune. This is already part of the full moon. Again, it's a great week for implementing any perspectives from, let's say, last weekend or early this week. In this case, how can we perhaps on Wednesday implement a little bit of receptivity? Neptune, the spiritual planet, is the reminder that we do need to be connected with our soul, connected with our intuition, and having rest, healthy peace, doing all this stuff healthfully in our life. So really perhaps focusing on our mental health or spiritual health is always a really good way of grounding this. So that's, I think, a great perspective to implement on Wednesday. Healthy receptivity in life, and reconnecting with our soul there. It might be a little bit challenging to do it. The squares do tend towards over and under extremes, so there might be a part of us that maybe wants to escape or hide away, and then another part that's maybe feeling apathetic or not feeling like going with the flow at all. So we want to, again, implement this constructively, and again, spiritual activities or intentions with rest, sleep, or mental health are great ways of incorporating this. Okay, so once we do get into the Thursday time period, the sun again will be closer to Sagittarius, and this really starts the Sagittarius season now for the coming weeks, starting to focus on that more free-spirited energy of life. Slowly, there's quite a bit of a gap here between Ophiuchus and Sagittarius, but nonetheless starting to open our horizons. The butterfly slowly emerging out of the cocoon, so to speak. We're still going to have that deeper energy, of course, with Mercury and Scorpio, and you could say with Mars and Cancer as well. But here, starting to expand our horizons. Maybe a little bit of that open-mindedness, a little bit of that adventurousness, basically expanding both our mental and literal horizons can be really good for the coming weeks, and we'll probably start to notice that slowly coming into that Thursday time period. Now Thursday and for pretty much the whole rest of the week up until Sunday, we will have the moon in Leo. And so this middle to later part of the week, we'll probably notice themes around self-expression. So connecting with our hearts, what it is we love, who we love in life, connecting to these people, to these things is always great. Allowing a bit of that maybe playful nature, that comedic nature, that fun-loving nature, and just connecting more with our passions and, again, the things and people that we love in life. So this is a great way of working with those few days there, Thursday through Saturday. Now, along with that, we will have Venus trining up to Jupiter. Venus, the planet of our enjoyments in life, will be in good harmony with expansive Jupiter. So let's say Thursday and Friday, maybe noticing a little bit of buoyancy, a little bit of that really Sagittarius energy as Jupiter does rule Sagittarius, a little bit of this enjoying of that expanding of the horizon. So this can come through in terms of the things that we can be enjoying, like Venus. It could be the natural world, the material world, the sensual world, but also relationships as well. We might find that it could be a good couple days here for doing some adventurous things there with the one-on-one settings or discussing philosophy. Again, sort of expanding those horizons a little bit, but connecting it to our enjoyments and our relationships in life. All right, so that's the main aspects for the week. Again, moon in Leo for the whole pretty much for the whole weekend. Once we do get into Sunday, the moon will go into Virgo, which will be a good day, particularly for improvement. So Sunday, improvement, refinement, striving towards healthy perfection there with the South Node there. So constructively doing that stuff can be great. You notice this aspect here, Jupiter squaring up to Saturn. So this is starting to get within the 1 degree orb of basically a yearly energy that's been going on since August 19th. So this is going to be the middle contact. It's going to be on Tuesday. We'll probably start to notice it as we get into next week. This is where Jupiter, the planet of expansion, is in a bit of a, let's say, integration or even clash with Saturn, the planet of discipline and responsibility. So these two things are really good to integrate, a bit of that open-mindedness, a bit of that also patience in seeing the long-term view as well. So we'll talk more about that next week. All right, everyone, so that is the week in a nutshell. Most importantly here is that we do have this integration of the full moon, which was from over the weekend, starting to apply the new perspectives that we've gained here this week, particularly challenging ourselves to do that over the weekend here, maybe Sunday time period. We've got the Mercury direct, so we have the slow moving energy with Mercury starting to move forward, which is fantastic. And we have a bit of that coming out of that deeper world with the sun going into Sagittarius. So these first few days of the week, really good for that deeper world, but starting to emerge out of that as we go through the rest of the week. Integrating a little bit of receptivity in healthy ways can be great with the square to Neptune, and maybe enjoying a bit of that open-mindedness and free-spiritedness with those enjoyments and relationships. All right, so everyone have a fantastic week. Thank you so much for watching. Again, stay tuned for the live stream. Should be in a few hours after this upload, and I'll see you all next week for the next astrology forecast. Take care.